The backbone of the whole song is that beat, right? Play me them drums.
Let's have a listen. Hazel just goes ham on those toms, like hitting things left, right, and center. It separates it from being a very predictable boom, when you start filling in the gaps that sort of groove allows. It makes it even more exciting because it's building up the tension, you're building up the excitement.
You know what else gives the percussive rhythmicness? It's that chicka chicka guitar.
Yeah. And so when you put that with it's poking its head up every time there's a space for it. So if the kick's going boom, ka, boom, the guitar's going boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, ka. As demonstrated by my sister. Apology, applesauce.
We recorded this once and then the cameras weren't rolling, so if we seem upset, that's why.
Oh, fuck.
Really?
No, it's not recording.
What you said?
Roll playback of Josh getting whiskey in his eye. We're happy to be hearing this song for totally not the 15,000th time.
Okay.
Are you ready to dance, Hazel?
If you say so.
Okay. It's brought to life a little bit more with some of the little percussive elements we added in later. The live drums are giving the energy and the human touch to it, but the electronic drums are giving us sparkle on the end, and you would notice if it wasn't there.
Yeah, trust me, you'd notice,
You
guys.
would know, you'd be like, damn, this song is stinky. We got this little wow!
Is that you? Or did you take that from a man?
The whole song is really centered around that beat. Even the chorus. It's opening up. The chords are big, the drums are huge, we got cymbals and shit, but it's still giving you.
It's giving da-da-da-da.
Exactly.
You know what?
Yeah. Elvis Presley. That wasn't nearly as cool as it is now in the demo. In the demo,
look at that shy tease to
yeah, this is the demo.
This is two. You're witnessing bowel movement.
There you go. It's not that we listen to these and we think this is the best thing ever. Well, we thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it might have been the best
But
thing
there was a
ever.
little bit in my brain that was like, it could be better, but we get the rough ideas down so that when we're able to think of the better ideas, we're not starting from nothing. With that being said, we will move to the synth section. So, okay, like for us, being a two-piece, the hype and the energy comes from the drums and guitars. The synth sections for us really deliver the emotion that might be otherwise hidden in the song, waiting to be tapped into. When I'm programming synth stuff, for me, it's about extracting whatever like little emotional pockets might be hiding away in the song. Anyway.
And how to put synths in without it sounding suddenly like all sparkly and bubblegummy.
Yeah.
Like how to make it still badass. It's like we're on a roller coaster, but like...
I think we were actually playing it like live in rehearsal together for the first time. And I kind of just felt like it was missing stabs of interest, things to kind of break up that monotonous sort of like continuous loop. And so one of the main things was like, yeah, what if we have these like, you know, big stacks of synth that kind of just throw themselves in there like real intrusively and just like, boom. Kind of almost reminds me of the Queen, like harmony stacks.
Me too.
But in synth version.
Yeah.
La, Speaking of synths giving you the frickin' feels, we go straight into the verse. Your little drum twiddlies
So
might be your finest touch yet.
It's so unnecessarily like complex. Like it's like jazz music.
Which is great, yeah. Okay, you know what? I was gonna start with a whole different set of instruments, but let's just have a listen to the drums. So much to unpack there.
There's a little bit that goes ding, 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 which is like a little teaser for and they're gonna find
Yeah. Our biggest goal was creating interest in each section and making it feel like its own contained world, while making sure that the journey of the song is seamless. Like you're not jumping between different grooves and everything. It's always the same thing, but there's like entire little, you know, subworlds in each section. In the intro, I think we were sort of setting up the idea of like having little synth hooks. So one of the verse synth hooks is this little thing. We're ramping down, it's getting a bit weirder. We have this sort of like tremolo hit thing. And kind of slows down in tempo to give you the idea of like, oh, we're all loosey-goosey here, man.
Somebody told me I should check my veins, think there's too much blood rushing to my brain. Need to find a home in a city with no one to trust. No. Cause for me...
Apology, it's kind of about teenage Josh and all the little bits and pieces of growing up that I may have not been able to personally experience to the fullest potential. I was convincing myself that I wasn't allowed to feel happiness, I wasn't allowed to sort of enjoy moments for what they were, but instead I had to adopt this dark mindset of expecting the worst. And so as long as I accept that as my like baseline expectation, I can never be disappointed. It's the idea of like, you know, like, well, settle down, man, don't get too happy, you know, like we got a whole day of depressing shit ahead of us. Listen to how much fucking Foley is going on in that. This, to me, was very of the era of like 2000s. Very much a nod to like 9 Inch Nails. So we went from portraying that vibe in a very ambient, sort of drony kind of way with all the ambient synths and the reverb and delay and all that. And it all just completely tightens up. So like the actual main sends to all the ambient effects just completely cut off for this section, because we wanted to be dry, we wanted to be chunky, we wanted to have fucking bleeps and bloops and metal sounds and clangs, all the sounds you hear when an intruder is breaking into your house. Hazel's accenting those hits, what we set up before with the stacks and then the that's now coming to us in the form of like this. You know what I mean? It's trying to say something. Oh, yeah. Forgot about the literal screams of agony in this song. Yeah. So every time there's a stab, there's a scream. You get a stab, you get a scream. And then, then there's one more that I cut up.
Horrible.
It's so good, Haze. Yeah, so Hazel added all these like real organic sort of elements that go fully across the stereo field. There's something different happening over here to what's happening over here, and it's just cool. If you're listening on headphones, listen on extra headphones. Sounds like just random sounds thrown in there, but they're specifically poking their head through all these pockets.
That was acoustic guitar strumming.
Really? Yeah, I hear that, like string noises.
Yeah.
That's so dope. She sent me this as I was mixing it. So like the day before we sent this song to mastering, I was like, all right, yeah, give me what you got. And I put it in, I was like, oh shit.
Josh, explain to me how you made Apology. Thank you.
Something that I've always struggled with producing music is
Making it good.
making it good. I've always struggled with overproducing, or more specifically, not really putting the pieces where they should be to create a bigger picture, but rather just taking the whole box of pieces and throwing them out and just slapping them with my hands and being like, hey, it looks good. If there's a vocal melody, producing an instrumental that will best serve that vocal melody as opposed to an instrumental that just sounds nice. They're two very different things. And so for this, I don't think we originally even had a vocal in there before I started just like making up this pre-chorus. The vocals needed sections and then the instrumentals could pop up for a bit. So one of those things was this little synth. It's like a weird convoluted response to what the vocal said.
Can you smile? I think it, but I can't trust myself.
In the demo, the acoustics were originally there, but I thought it sounded too nice, too polite, if you will. And so this little acoustic vinyl, the pitch modulates in a bit of an unnerving way where it's like, yeah, it's a nice sort of melody, but at the same time, there's something weird about it.
I want to like make a song out of that.
Those who lo-fi. Pour the whiskey burns. Each one of these instruments, I kept them because I felt like they were serving the song overall the best, but originally that was just tons of shit. Like that original guitar melody used to be there as well as that synth thing, and then there was another synth thing that was going on. Entering these sections with some sort of like ethereal sort of ambient vibe as well is always nice. Never gonna say no to that. And as it starts building up, we get a little tight element in there to remind you like, hey, no, not everything's filled with fucking reverb.
And the scary little...
What is
It
that?
sounds like a printer.
Yeah, like a printer that's just like on its last day on the job.
Printers have jobs.
They print. So dirty. And then it goes into the fuckery. The chorus comes in with such force that you have to open your mouth to really just like let the air flow through you properly. So hype.
You didn't specify when I was meant to close my mouth.
You decide.
Alright, tell them why it's good.
So, you can see it right here, the break right before the chorus just builds with such intensity, you're almost like at the edge of your seat, just like, fuck, how's it gonna get any bigger? And a lot of that is just blowing the shit out of the samples that we have rising up to it. It's something that we've always done. These little sample elements that really just bring it to life, really like dictate the momentum of the sections and tell you like, all right, we're getting excited here, we're chilling it out here, we're getting really excited here, and we're gonna hit with the force of 1,000 fucking suns in this section.
My butt hurts, I just want to go home.
Me too. I was so including that in the final cut.
Yeah, that's drums.
No.
The one thing I did want to talk about is we've been doing da-na-na-na as like a little thing. And I go ding 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 on the ride cymbal. It has a little dingy bit, the bell.
Yeah.
And you go ding 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 ding.
We have that big sweep that comes back, the freaking synth stab. So when you put it all together, like, goddamn man, check out the hype of this section. Oh yeah, I thought it'd be cool to have these like vocal chops of just the word down. So it's like an infinite delay that just keeps going on throughout the chorus.
It's like an army of down robots who are just like down, down, down. There's-
These 4 different downs just like riff off each other, where it goes like, you wanna?
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll sacrifice it.
Thank you.
We got the bass. See, I love that part because you have that big sweep and that big synth stab. The bass goes along with it. It fully gives you that ramp up and down, but it covers the low end for it. I think we actually have a 808 doing. So simple. It translates live really well too.
You wouldn't.
Oh, hey, see, that's where you're mistaken. I fucking would. So sweet. We got some synth features that just come in, like and just never shows up again. In the second part of the chorus, we're just mimicking what the guitar does with the synth.
I don't remember the guitar doing that.
Is it too much? Maybe. Is there a lot going on? Definitely. But I will be damned if it's not exciting.
Till it all falls down. Been thinking about the things I wanna say, and how I got so tired of asking myself for an apology stuck behind the face that I had.
Let's fly through the rest of it in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
It's like the same thing, then it gets scary, then it's the same thing, and then
scary.
it's at the end.
That's true. Alright, go. Let's go.
Shot in front of you can watch my
The song is full of like unsuspecting triplets and
Yeah.
unsuspecting accent hits.
It just dances so nicely around the vocals.
devil taught you how to spot unfortunate. When I'm lost, I know I'm not really alone. I can feel them watching, I can hear them follow.
Okay, I'm just gonna play real quick what the original second verse was, because again, like I said, second verse can make or break a song, and I'm pretty sure we broke the song. Yeah, up next we got the this little synth thing that's happening. Nostalgic, but in a sort of melancholy kind of way. It just takes that one instrument, just that one little feature to be like, oh, this is a new section. These little blips and bloops Hazel added. Yeah, these semitone dives. It tells you everything is not okay. If you thought it was okay, you're mistaken.
Can I have a sip of your water?
Which water? This one?
Not
This one?
is. Oh, but thank you. Thank you, darling.
Siblings. Oh yeah, no, yeah, cool. I'm gonna start with the drums because Hazel once again hits the ham on this. She hit it.
That's not how I remember things going, but
That's exactly how it went down.
sure. Yeah, that's Ham.
I keep praising Jesus. It's biblical.
I just slap Ham. I
It's
don't.
so good. Whatever the ham you were slapping was top notch.
It's not the ham, it's the way you slap it. You know what the funny thing is though, is that the original pre-chorus vocals, these toms go along with those vocals.
Oh my god, we
And-
didn't even
and
address
then-
the original pre-chorus.
Yeah, and then Josh changed it, and I was like, I guess they're just their own rhythm
I
now.
went down your smile, watch me hide away, watch me hide away. Hazel had already recorded these drums, so it was like, yeah, it fills in the rhythmic gaps, I guess.
Drawn your smile. I figured, but I can't trust myself. And I just die.
I feel like with the drums now coming in, it really just sets up a intense call and response between the vocals and the drums.
I just die. I'm taking a breath, keep running till it all falls down.
Yeah. So when there's triplets and stuff, the drums follow suit. They're like, okay, cool, we're riffing on triplets. But when it hits the 1-2 on the beat, da, 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 the drums tighten up and they do the same thing, and it's just really exciting because down to its core, it's literally just Hazel and I being like, oh, we're doing this now? Okay, cool, let's do this. Oh, we're doing this? Yeah, fuck it, let's do that.
Speaking with instruments.
That's what
or
we do
whatever.
best. His vocal samples come back in again, but like, even more.
They're back, but they're children, little babies.
The vocals being formatted the way they are, sounding like children, it's it adds a bit of innocence in a weird way before the reckoning. Boom!
Just one headbang took me out.
Oh, really?
I did it and my head was like...
The walls are closing in.
No, that's good music though.
That's pretty good music, yeah. Another thing that came to fruition from us playing it live together, like for the first time that we were rehearsing it, I think just out of the blue, Hazel was like, and I sort of looked at her like, what have you done?
Yeah. I was like, can I have it in every chorus now? And you were like,
Make them wait for it. The payoff is so
It
glorious.
really is.
Just to emphasize this, I'll play what it used to be. It's like, what are you doing?
You're not cool.
We like to build it up incrementally, so if there's 3 choruses, each one is going to be a little more intense than its predecessor, so I really need to pee, I'm sorry.
I need a pee. I was
I'll
gonna
be
hold
right
it.
back.
Oh.
Feel free to say something.
Alright guys, it's finally time that we had this discussion. So this is a top where like the shoulder bits are cut out, but I'm actually not this pale in case you were thinking maybe I might be. It's a white shirt because it's kind of cold here. Jeez, that's about all I had to say. Not much for me to do here, is there? I mean, Josh produced the song, I'm just here for the vibes. Don't tell him we had this conversation.
Those who dream, those who dream, those who dream.
Music.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. We've never done a breakdown before, so this was very fun. But before we dive into this, let me tell you a little story. Why are you on the desk?
I thought I'd have a nap voice on the story.
That's fine. No, you cool. Everyone give it up for Hazel. Alright. The bridge did not used to be nearly as cool. I don't know why we had such a good song on our hands, and then I decided to fuck it up so badly in the bridge.
To be fair, you didn't plan to fuck it up. had that as a bass and you told me like, feel free to do anything with the bridge because I don't really know what it's gonna be.
I would not have known where to go with this, but thank God you did. Anyway, this is what the bridge used to be. Was it at rehearsal we decided to break down?
I mean, I remember when you were sitting out on the couch trying to soft launch it to you because I didn't know how like scared of screaming you were. And I was thinking like something a Day to Remember style here. And like maybe you could be like, till it all falls down. And I was like, just give me the one scream. And you're like, yeah, that sounds cool. When you eventually came back with the vocals, you were like, I did like a couple of screamy bits. Like I may have gone a bit hard.
Yeah, that all checks out quite well. I'll be right back. I think I just exhumed a booger.
Whoever's editing this, I fucking hope you're having a good time.
It's like really going along with that guitar, and then it just goes down and dirty halftime in the second part, and that's when like people are saying, God damn it, I've seen people fly at shows as a result of this freaking breakdown. Yeah, in the spirit of raising the intensity, those glitchy bits really just like make it that much more stressful. We have a war siren. What's great about that is it takes 2 full bars to even reach its targeted pitch. It's ridiculously stressful.
You know what it reminds me of? It's not that fucking intro that's like
Which one?
THC. Is it THC?
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That up's back. It's very purposely put there because while the breakdown's going on, it's all pretty heavy. I'm in drop C, for God's sake. Everything's intense, but then the emotion that synth brings, specifically that melancholy sort of nostalgic vibe, it really tells you like, okay, this is not just an angry emotion we're feeling loss, we're feeling regret. Whereas if we didn't have it, it would have been too much of a stark contrast between angry breakdown and then, you know, like sort of, you know, like the
Oompa Loompa music.
Before we go into that section, I screamed. I've never screamed before, been too scared of it. And the more I researched into it, the more I realized like, yeah, I can probably just like wing it knowing what I know about like singing existingly. So the screams were insane. I think I recorded it right at the end of the vocal session, just in case I fucked up and wiped out the rest of the day of recording for myself.
Till it all falls down, till it all falls down. Drop down to the ground. And no one will save you now. And no one will save you now. And no one will save you now. And no one will save you now.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to do literally any of those like deeper ones, like the jump, like that was insane, and the lyric dropped dead to the ground. Like, come on.
Keep in mind, none of these lyrics were written until it all falls down. I was like, all right, that works. And then I was like, fucking kill him, drop dead to the ground. And no one can save you now, bum. No one can save you now. Like, it kind of makes sense in the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, let's go into the pre-chorus. Each pre-chorus has got its own vibe, but specifically this one, I wanted to go into it out of that breakdown. You exit it being a little lethargic, being like, okay, everything's kind of weird. Totally accentuated by this this little hooky bit that Hazel added in. Was he singing? It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Give it up for Hazel.
I recorded it with my iPhone.
So good. I think there was a brief moment when we were talking about this song where I was like, should it be called Apocalypse? Like when we decided there was a breakdown, I was like, should we call it Apocalypse? But that is too much power.
Surely we're done, right?
Almost.
Keep your thoughts to yourself till it all falls down. Been thinking about the things I want to say and how I got so tired of asking myself for an apology stuck behind a face that I had. Shade till it all falls down.
It fully just blows out for the final chorus. All the vocals come in, all the counter melodies start showing themselves, all the harmonies are just fully stacked together. It's a party.
Down, down, down.
He's that guy that's like,
Yeah, some of the original melodies from the old pre-chorus come back around in this final chorus. We're not wasters. We like to recycle if we can. That watch me hide away, that was originally in the pre-chorus. I was like, that could be a cool counter melody for the final chorus. So if we combine that with the vocal stacks. It's hype. There's no question about whether this is a simple song or a complex song. There's ridiculous amounts of programming, ridiculous amounts of rhythmic staggering all over the place. That's what makes Apology so cool, because it's such a intense demonstration of how far we can take that. But I think this song was kind of like low-key like a subconscious experiment of how far we can take that.
Was it a good experiment?
Who's to say?
You ought to say.
I want to apologize for it. I wanted it to feel like all the masks had been taken off, all the production had been taken away, and it was just Hazel and I sort of jamming. Yeah, it just kind of feels like a very organic close to this whirlwind of a song. That's it. That's Apology. Till it all falls down.
Do you want me to put an explosion in?
That would be nice, yeah. Is there anything else to say?
Bitch, there wasn't anything to say for a start, but then we filmed for like 2 hours.
That's our song.
Yeah.
We gave it to you. It took a long time to make this one. It was a very different song before we sort of decided to make it a single. And once we were like, okay, we're actually going to show this to people and make it a bit of a statement of whatever era of the band we're in, we really wanted to just like push our boundaries and sort of make this song into something that we'd never done before. Any final words?
Till it all falls.
Till I kiss a clown. Imagine if we apologized every time we came on stage.
We regret to inform you we're those who dream.
Let us know any funky questions you got on the song and the mixing and the producing, all the stuff that made the song. Tell us.
Or if you just want to say nice words like, hey, this music is not bad music.
Mm-hmm. We will see you next time. Unfortunately, it's been Those Who Dream. Once again, we're so sorry. Good night.